Good morning. I always enjoy having Melissa Sullivan here. She is one of my favorite people, and she'll always let me ask her a million questions that have nothing to do with what she's here to tell me about. But what she is here to tell us about is a very, very important subject, and it is a subject that I know you are aware of, and it is our Center for Pregnancy Choices. Now, our center is located in Mendenhall, which we'll discuss, but there are so many ways that we can help, you and I, as individuals. And if you're like me, my life is so busy, and we were just talking about it, our brains are firing off like this, that we don't even think about things that can be done. And when Melissa contacted me and said, it's about time for our banquet, I thought, what the heck? How can it be time for the banquet? Didn't we just have it? But it was not true, because it is in August. And you know as well as I do that as fast as everything goes, August 5th will be here before we know it. But we are going to talk first a little bit about the Pregnancy Choice Banquet and who is the Center for Pregnancy Choices Banquet and who's going to be their speaker this year. So take it away, Melissa.
All right. Claire Colwell is our speaker this year. As you may remember, Pam Tebow was our speaker last year, and that's a hard shoe to follow. After that. But Claire is a wonderful, wonderful speaker. She has a story and a testimony, much like hardly anyone. She has an adoption, abortion, and a mother's story. Claire was adopted at birth and was raised by some wonderful parents. Recently met her birth mother and then found out that she was in fact had an abortion when she was pregnant with Claire, and to find out that she had a twin that was did not survive the abortion, but Claire herself did survive the abortion. And so she has a story to tell, and she's going to be here August the 5th at First Baptist Church, Mendenhall, at 6:30 in our Family Life Center, and she will tell her story and how this has affected her, and how she works hard to educate people about abortion and what comes not just in the event of the abortion, but what comes after, and why we want people to choose life instead of abortion.
Does the center get any money from any agency or anything, or are we straight volunteer?
The majority of our support is volunteer, but we do have a grant that we are under, that the Simpson County Community Foundation helps support us as well. So we are very, very fortunate to have the Simpson County Community Foundation on board with us that support us. But we do rely on volunteer donations.
That's what I would think, because you know, any of us know that your budget never is enough. And if you're working strictly off a grant, one of the things that Melissa told me that was interesting, because you know, I always think about, well, how can I help? I can't really come up there, but how can I help? And she asked me, and she was telling me about her monthly donors. Well, I said, well, how much do you have to give? So I want you to tell us about that.
Yes. Yeah, last year, during the banquet time and soon after, we worked with some people who helped us get on board with, we can do bank drafts. You can do as little as $5 a month, which is really, God multiplies that. Or you can do $105 a month, or whatever the amount is that you feel like you should give. If you want to contribute in that way, we will be happy to take that, and it can be drafted so that you don't have to think about it each month.
And I think that's so interesting that you're not saying like, you've got to draft $100, you know, not many of us.
We'll take whatever.
We can do. The tickets for the banquet are $30, and then you can buy a table for $200, which will seat 8 people. This is a great way to bring a group, a business group, maybe your bunco group. Think of what you're doing for this organization. It's huge, as well as learning about this lady. I can't wait to hear her story.
We're also doing a fundraiser all year round. We do the baby bottles that you've talked about before.
I love the baby bottles. I love the baby bottles.
So if you have a baby bottle, you can fill it up with change. Or we're selling these t-shirts that I'm wearing today, our Choose Life t-shirts. We have short sleeve t-shirts and long sleeve t-shirts. The short sleeve is $15, the long sleeve is $20, and you can purchase those by either giving me a call, and I'll give you my number here in just a few minutes, or you can mail your request of what you want and your check for the amount, and if you want me to mail it to you, just add $2 for shipping.
They're so cute.
Yeah,
I
we love our
them.
shirts.
They're darling. Isn't that cute? She's life. That is so great. That really is. The banquet again is on August the 5th. So go ahead and mark your calendar.
Yes.
Because I know they'll start filling up fast. It's at 6:30, correct?
That's right.
At the Family Life Center at Mendenhall First
And
Baptist
we will
Church.
have a meal. We'll have a meal for
Got
you that
food.
night. That's right. We'll have a great meal. And if you do decide to sponsor a table, you aren't responsible for decorating it. We'll take care of that for you. We just want you to bring 8 people or 7 people along with yourself, and let them know that we will be taking donations, that this is our biggest fundraiser for the year, and if they so feel, we would appreciate that at the banquet.
You know, I think so often we all want to participate in missions, but we can't go to Africa. We can't go to the Philippines. I'm not going to Africa. I'm sorry. Sorry, but I'm scared to go over there. But anyway, there is so much needed in our area. And I've always been a big supporter of home missions. And home meaning right here in Simpson County. This is a mission that goes to your people. Your people here. They have needs. We have needs. And young mothers, older mothers, there's no age limit on this.
That's right.
And that's
a great
such a blessing.
point that often people think of abortion when they hear Center for Pregnancy Choices or CPC, but we are so about adoption, which our culture does not embrace, and we also provide help for young mothers that find themselves in a situation. And as we've discussed before, one of our board members has said all pregnancies are a point of crisis. It just depends on what point you are, what level
Sure,
you're at.
that's
so
true.
we are there for everybody, no matter the age, the race, the income. It doesn't matter. We're here to serve because that's what the Lord asked us to do.
And you know, that's a great point because, Melissa, you know, sometimes we just need somebody to talk to.
That's right.
And not really judge what we say because we're just conscious of saying anything that might come across as negative to someone. But I hope that you will remember the Center for Pregnancy Choices. Melissa's going to give us our phone number again.
Okay, it's 601-260-5371, and our mailing address is P.O. Box 576, Mendenhall, Mississippi 39114.
I'll put all this information in the article, and as with everything else, it doesn't leave MageeNews.com. It's not once a week. It's there all the time, 24/7, and it stays there forever. And so you can always look back if you forget the date. I hope you'll have a great day and enjoy this wonderful hot weather. And we'll look for you on August the 5th.